Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? Today, our grammar lesson is about the past simple passive and the passive with the modal verbs. The passive with the modal verbs. And I think you took that grammar lesson before in primary 5. The passive, present simple passive, the past simple passive, and present continuous and the past continuous. But in this unit, we are going to talk about the past simple only and the passive with the modal verbs. Firstly, we have to know the difference between the word passive and the word active. Active. When I say this sentence is active, it means I know the subject of the sentence. For example, this one, Alex. Alex played the match yesterday. So the above sentence is an active sentence because it starts with the subject. It's Alex. Alex, the verb played and the object is the match. If we want to change it into passive, we have to start with the object, the match. The verb was played and then by plus the subject at the end, by Alex. The match was played by Alex. So was or were plus PP, this is our form for the past simple passive. We have to use verb to be in the past, was or were plus PP, the past participle of the verb, or the past participle of the main verb. Was played, was played. And if we have a plural noun, we have to write were played. If we have the matches, we have to write it were played by Alex. So the form of the passive was or were plus PP. This is the past simple passive form. And we have to memorize it well because it's very important to answer our exercises on our grammar lesson for today. And here we have a note that the subject pronoun should be changed into object pronoun. The subject pronoun should be changed into object pronoun at the end of the passive sentences after the word by. And the object pronoun should be changed into a subject pronouns at the beginning of the passive sentence. For example, I, it's the subject, it will be me, he, him, she, her, it, you, we, us, they, it will be them. So we have to change the subject pronoun into object pronoun. This is an exercise for the past simple passive. Change it into passive. Number 1. Jack watched the games yesterday. So the games were watched yesterday by Jack. Hiba cleaned the rooms yesterday. The rooms were cleaned yesterday by Hiba. They ate all the meal last night. All the meal was eaten by them last night. Nada cooked breakfast last Friday. Breakfast was cooked by Nada last Friday. So this is the form of our passive for today with the past simple. It was or were plus PP. The passive with the modal verbs. So when I say Jack must play the match with us tomorrow, the above sentence is an active sentence. So because it starts with the subject Jack, the verb must play, and the object the match. If we want to change it into passive, we have to start with the object the match and the verb. It will be must be played, the passive form, and by the subject it's by Jack. So the match must be played by Jack. This is the form of the passive with must, the modal verb. Must be. Must be. So if we have a modal verb like must, will, can, could, shall, should, may, might, would, have to, has to, be, going to. So it will be the modal verb plus be plus pp plus past participle. This is the form of the modal verbs passive. For example, change the following sentence into passive. Ahmed must study all the subjects hard. All the subjects must be studied hard by Ahmed. Number 2, they must respect the school rules. The school rules must be respected by them. She must give me the money every day. So the money must be given to me every day by her. And here another exercise. Rewrite. Yes, they swept the floor yesterday. So use was. The floor was swept by them yesterday. Number 2, Nada helped me last year. I can say I was helped last year by Nada. They must follow the traffic rules. The traffic rules must be followed by them. We must write our homework today. Use be. Our homework must be written today by us. I think we understood that exercise or these 4 sentences above by using the passive forms. Let's complete. Number 5. We should help the poor. Change it into passive. The poor should be helped by us. They wrote two letters last week. Use were. So two letters were written last week by them. I must obey my parents. Use be. My parents must be obeyed. He prepared his lunch yesterday. His lunch was prepared by him yesterday. So, I think the passive form in the past simple and the modal verb is passive was clear for us. And I hope that you understood your lesson for today. Thanks so much for listening to our presentation. Thanks so much.